Good day. This lesson will be all about ratio and rate and how to share in a given ratio. But before we are going to have a look at it, it's important that we understand the basic information or the basic definitions of ratio and rate. Here's a quick recap. What is ratio? What is rate? Ratio is the comparison of two or more quantities of the same kind. It's the comparison of two or more quantities of the same kind. What is rate? Rate is also a comparison, but it's a comparison between two quantities of different kinds. So it's a comparison of two quantities of different kind. For example, 120 kilometers per hour. Kilometers per hour. Or even something like 49 rand per 100 gram. So it's also a comparison between two quantities of different kinds. Now, let's share in a certain ratio, in a given ratio. If you have 30 sweets and you need to share 30 sweets between two people in the ratio 1:1. Let's say this is our first example. How many sweets will each person get? Straightforward, 15 sweets per person. But what if we take sweets and we don't share it now in a ratio 1:1, but we change the ratio, let's say 2:3. If you have 15 sweets and we need to share it in the ratio 2:3, how are we going to do that? First, do it practically. Here, I have my 15 sweets. Here is person 1 and person 2. So let's say I need to divide this now, or to share this now in this ratio of 2:3, which means that the first person will get 2 sweets, while the second person will get 3 sweets. But I need to share it until there's no more sweets left. Now let's see if we can do that. So 2 sweets in here and 3 sweets in here. Oh, that was the first round. Let's have another round. 2 sweets and 1, 2, 3 sweets. I still have left. Let's have another round. 2 sweets and 3 sweets. So now I have it in the ratio 2:3, which means every time that this person got 2 sweets, the other one got 3. So my question to you is, how many rounds did we play? Or before we get to that, how many sweets were shared each time or each round? It was 2 sweets and then 3 sweets. So if you add these two together, you should realize that I have shared 5 sweets at a time, or per round, if you think of it per round. So, if I have 5 sweets per round, so Daisy, sweets per round, how many rounds will there be? So how many 5s can go into 15? Or think about the sweets that we have shared. There were 3 rounds. 3 rounds. And how did I get that? By saying 15 divided by 5, because I had 5 sweets per round. That was the 3 rounds. So in total, how many sweets did the first person get? And how many sweets did the second person get? So what should you do? Take your ratio and say there were 3 rounds. So I'm going to multiply this by 3. I'm going to multiply the other person by 3. So I will have 6 to 9. And if you look at 6 to 9 and you add that up, you will realize the answer is 15, which means that, yes, you have shared all the sweets between these 2 people. The first person got 6 sweets, while the other one got 9 sweets. Let's do another example. We will have now 3 people. And we are going to share 180. You can think of sweets or rand or doesn't matter. 180 in the ratio. And here's the ratio. 1 to 3 to 5. How are we going to share that? Think back to the sweets. How many sweets per round? How did I get that? I've added this together. So 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. So I have 9 per round. How many rounds will I have? It depends. It depends how many times can go 9 into 180. So take 180 divided by 9. 9 can go into 8 in 2. So it's 20 times. So I will have 20 rounds. Then go back to your ratio and multiply each one of that with a 20. So I will end up with 20 to 60 to 100. Add them up. 20 plus 60 is 80. 80 plus 100 is 180. And we have shared 180 in the ratio 1 to 3 to 5. I hope that this makes sense to you. Now, maybe in the future, if you need to share with your siblings, change the ratio a bit. Who will know? Until next time, goodbye.